Hi, I'm Ashlea Bullington, and you're watching the warm-up on location at AT&T Stadium. Christmas is over, and I hope you all had a merry one. We know a few guys that had a pretty good holiday season that kicked off right here at AT&T Stadium as they were crowned state champions.
Coach Randy Allen retired. 3 weeks later, he changed his mind and was back. Saturday morning, he was back at AT&T Stadium, hoping to lead the Scots to the possible three-peat. First drive of the game, Highland Park gets points when Chandler Morris finds Bennett Brown. It's 7-0 Scots just like that. The Sharks get on the board when Jamarian George goes 14 yards to Jared Jackson. The extra point's no good. The Scots still lead 7-6. Still in the first, Morris going deep to Finn Corwin. It's a 75-yard gain down to the 3 where they'd later score on the drive. Corwin had 142 yards receiving in the game. In the second quarter, Morris, the screen to Corwin, and watch Corwin do some crazy moves and stop and go and twist and turn and get in. 24-9 Highland Park at the break. As Heisman Trophy winner Kyler Murray was looking on, the Scots defense started to dominate in the second half. 3 interceptions and 9 sacks, including 4 sacks from Prince Dorba. Highland Park gets the three-peat with a 27-17 win.
It's just a dream come true. I mean, I've dreamed of that since I was 5 years old. Just my dad being in high school and seeing all his players win state championships. He has 3 rings, and it's just a dream come true.
I mean, it's a blessing to be able to do it again, especially with all my brothers, people in my grade, and people in the grade above me that I really get to do it last year. You know, just come out and do it with them. It makes it even more sweeter, especially for the guys that get over and play with us, like the guys that are hurt. It just makes it even more sweeter because, you know, we got this for them and not just for us. And it's a blessing to be back here.
Coming out of the big Zebra Head, making their first state final appearance as they faced Malakoff in the 3A Division I final. First quarter, Zebra's Dane Jench picked off by Kadarius Thomas, and that's a pick 6. The Malakoff Tigers have a 7-0 lead just like that. But Jench would get things going and get even. The screen pass to Jacob Patterson, who races down the sideline for the touchdown. Grandview with those great helmets, up 21-14 at halftime. Late in the fourth, it's 4th down for the Zebras. They're up by 7, and Jench fakes the run and throws to Demetrius Crownover. The touchdown seals it. Grandview wins its first ever state title, 35-21.
Well, we've been answering all year. I mean, there's nothing I can say or do that would change that. We have the mentality of a D1 school. I mean, I love my team. I wouldn't trade it for nobody else.
Meanwhile, Aledo looking for its 7th state championship in the last decade, taking on Fort Bend Marshall Friday night. Aledo tailback and Oklahoma commit Jace McClellan gets the scoring started, showing his breakaway speed with a 42-yard house call. The junior's long touchdown gives Aledo the early 7-0 lead, and the Bearcats were just getting started. Aledo goes to the air. Jake Bishop hits Hampton Fay over the middle on a crucial 4th down that led to an Aledo touchdown a few plays later. And then later, Bishop dumps it off to McClellan on the screen pass. Great blocking. He scores again. 4 touchdowns from McClellan, all in the first half. 28-12 Aledo at halftime. In the second half, on the kickoff, it's short. Marshall can't handle it. Aledo jumps on the football, and it gives the Bearcats great field position, and they would capitalize on the opportunity. Bishop back to work, scrambles to his right, eventually finds Devin Daughtry in the end zone for the beautiful 20-yard touchdown. That put Aledo up big, and they roll from there. 55-19, the final for the school's 8th state football championship.
I thought it'd be a dogfight, you know, but I don't know why I underestimate our kids. You know, they performed like that all year long, and I'm just an old gray-headed coach that worries a lot, you know, but that's a very good football team over there. We were able to play a lot better defense than I thought we might against them.
It feels great just to bring the state championship back to the city and just, get the redemption we needed from last year, and just we're chasing another one next year. It's been sitting on my mind all year, it's, you know, driving me to come back to this moment and do this thing right here.
Congrats to all of our state champions. It's been a phenomenal 2018 year, and here are a few of our favorite moments.
Mansfield Lake Ridge was in a juggernaut of a battle against DeSoto, and on this last-second play, they won the game. Duncanville had the game of the century as the number 11 team in the nation defeat the number 1 team in the nation, Allen, in the semifinals of the state playoffs. Alito's Trey Owens made the number 2 play on SportsCenter with this one-handed interception and took it all the way back for a touchdown. Trajan Bridges was known for his amazing catches, but this one against J.J. Pierce was one to remember. For number 5, we bring Lake Ridge back. They were really good at winning close games, and in this double overtime against Denton Geyer, they pulled off another win. The Halton Buffaloes were the miracle team of DFW, going undefeated in district play and making it several rounds in the playoffs, but their biggest win was against district rivals Euless Trinity. The Arlington Colts were another team that were undefeated on the season, and Coach Scott Peach did it in honor of his father as well as won his 100th game. Number 8, Brandon Theus, playing Abilene, had a phenomenal game where he earned MVP, and not to mention Theus was also sick during this game. Denton Ryan was another team that had a great 2018 season, and their defense was a big part of that. They were one of the best defensive teams in 5A that helped carry them to the state semifinals. And last but not least, to end the 2018 season, who could have number 10 be the state champion winners? Highland Park had a three-peat with their win against Shadow Creek. And Alito won their 8th state title in 11 years, tying them for the most in the state.
This week on Wings Up Inside High School Sports, we bring you a story about Natty Boy, a man who's overcome an unimaginable adversity by using his words.
It signifies a monumental, changing moment in my life. One that, completely altered the course in my mind frame of what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be. But it's been a long time.
Nathaniel Little returns to Standridge Stadium, where 14 years ago, during his junior year at R.L. Turner High School, he suffered a catastrophic injury while tackling a fullback on this football field.
I chased him down and grabbed a hold of him, and we both kind of just fell. And that play, I just didn't get back up.
The injury leaving Nathaniel paralyzed from the neck down, but also determined to not let what he calls a freak accident rob him of the joys and goals in his life.
Didn't want to let my injury affect who I was or what I wanted to do.
Despite being confined to a wheelchair, Nathaniel graduated the next year and went on to earn a college degree in strategic communications. Along the way, his sister introduced him to another form of expression, poetry.
I found that it was a good way for me to express myself.
I need a loud, ruckus, the Natty Boy blood!
I've always been a night rider. Up all night, laptop spotlighter, dictate type or spoken word sniper, a real insomniac, a sleep fighter.
But Nathaniel never dreamed he'd become a published author.
The name of my book is Natty Boy Black Presents Poets of North Texas.
Poets who have also endured tragedy in their lives.
A year ago, I lost my husband and my best friend.
And are finding peace and satisfaction while sharing their stories.
To all the strangers I've encountered, to them you are well known. I speak out loud my accomplishments to show you how I've grown.
I remember the day I found God when I thought I couldn't find myself.
He pulled me from asunder and restored my mental and spiritual health, and I thank him every day, because without him, I don't think I would have ever found my way.
You see, in the darkness, I never trip over my words. I am the night rider. Sleep is for the birds. If I was in football, you know, you make a good tackle and you hear people cheering for you, right? Well, I just finished a poem and I got the same reaction that I would get on a football field. People cheering. And so that was an amazing feeling to have again.
It's not the only feeling that's returned since his accident. After thousands of hours of physical therapy, Nathaniel has regained some movement in his hands and arms, and he's not stopping there.
I'm a man of faith, so I believe that one day I'll walk again.
In the meantime, Nathaniel hopes his story will inspire others. His main message, there's no time for a pity party.
But I'm not looking back at it and being like, oh, I'm so sad life is over, everything is bad, because, you know, I can't change the past. I can only try my best to alter the future.
An inspiring story right there. It's been a great 2018 season, and we thank you so much here at Inside High School Sports for supporting us. We have an even better 2019 season ahead of us, so like, retweet, and share all of our content for your friends and family to enjoy. I'm Ashlea Bullington, and thank you so much for watching the warm-up, and have a Happy New Year.